I wanted to invite you into my sacred personal painting practice today, inspired by my new book, 30 Days to Unstoppable and the Sacred Geometry of Metatron's Cube. It's a snowy day outside, and I decided to treat myself to some just art journaling, just to play with color, to relax, to meditate. And I was reflecting on the intention of my newest book, 30 Days to Unstoppable, Be the Dream Made Visible. And just figured I would paint until I got kind of the message, and I got it. So I wanted to share the process with you. I use acrylic paints, watercolor pencils, a charcoal pencil, my fingers, paintbrush. I tried a stencil, didn't really love it, but stencils are always fun. So I hope you paint with me. This is the first in a series where I will be reading my book, 30 Days to Unstoppable, Be the Dream Made Visible. The channeled introduction. There was a time long, long ago, and then there is a time far into your future, perhaps not so far away, depending on the rate at which you accept this invitation, when you remembered union. You understood the truth of connection. There was no sense of separation. You danced in circles as Mother Earth spun around the sun. When it rained, you got wet. When it snowed, you allowed Mother Earth to shelter you. You built pyramids and temples that reflected the dance of the stars, the grand design of all existence mirrored for you in the dark skies, punctuated by beads of light. Today, you are remembering. This remembrance is partly inspired by the state of your modern world, partly inspired by the disheartening and even frightening reality you've created that surrounds you. You have reached a precipice, and from this vantage point, you see clearly that continuing to live life as it has been lived up until now is no longer sustainable. It's not sustainable at a material, emotional, or energetic level. The external world is not randomly guiding you within to upgrade the way you interpret, the way you process, and the way you create your life. It is this journey within where you will discover and remember union. Your external reality reflects your internal reality. Your external reality is a reflection of forgetting that one can only feel safe, secure, and loved when you nurture those feelings within you and for you. How you think about your life and the realities you create within your mind, your stories, ideas, and inner dialogue is ready to be remade. Now your true quest is to expand your possibilities and break through to new levels of consciousness. The truth is that you have everything you need within. As your external world becomes more unstable and the old ways of doing life on this planet transform, the peace and security you seek will come from within you. And because you learn to generate these feelings, these positive feelings will attune you to a new level of personal power. Your physical being is energy. You know this now. Your science has proven it, and your logical mind can grasp it. Now you are being invited into a process that will enable you to receive all the guidance and security that you desire. You are being reminded how to cultivate a frequency that allows you, your life, your thoughts, and your dreams to align with that which is wanting to come through you. What wants to come through you is love and the new earth. What wants to come through you is a reality in which humanity is guided by love rather than fear. You're now ready to let go of the beliefs that have led to cultural and societal separation. Soon the belief that anyone, any group or country has to defend themselves with missiles and drones from other members of your human family will seem foreign and childish. You are ready to invest your money energy in life elements that create empowered children, restore the balance between humanity and the earth, and provide equal opportunity for all. You are prepared to create a modern reality that is aligned with the butterfly effect, that none of you exist independent of the other, that you are all one, period. The process in this book will elevate your frequency and raise the vibration of your energy within and surrounding you so that the only ideas that can find harmony and resonance will be those that are resonant with your frequency. You will align with a frequency that is compassionate, courageous, and loving, and these vibrations will yield a reality that inspires your gratitude. As you read this book, it will be a remembrance more than a lesson. Your existence is a union of matter and energy, stardust and consciousness. You are the physical, animated by the field of pure potentiality. When your eyes light up, it is a reflection of the expansiveness of the stars. You are meant to channel dreams and to create dreams into your reality, because they are not merely your dreams. They are the breakthroughs being given to humanity by a higher level of consciousness to support and complete your journey from fear to love, from separation to oneness, from force to power, from domination to unity. Thank you for receiving and for allowing this process time and space in your life. You will feel rewarded, and your future reality will be influenced, and you will celebrate life anew. Introduction. I'd like to introduce you to a new sense of personal security. We all know how unexpected events have rocked our world, and there is no longer a normal. Nothing is as we thought it would be, which can be tremendously unsettling, stressful, and worrisome. We used to think insurance policies or investment accounts would provide us with the security we crave, but now we know that change is rampant, and we can no longer count on the way things used to be as we look ahead. What to do? I asked, what are the basics that we need to live a happy, fulfilled life? As humans, we are so good at complicating life, right? And I sensed that there was a simpler way. The answer came as I received a new kind of insurance policy, a personal meditation practice that created a protective bubble within and around me. It was like a map to happiness. This was in 2019. Over the next several months, I was shown how we could follow a different pathway to our happiest life. The elements of the journey revealed themselves to me via a series of aha moments. First, I was reminded that everything is energy. Then I understood if we focused on high vibrational energies, we would become higher vibrational beings. Since like attracts like in the world of energy, high vibrational beings only attract more high vibrational energy. If we are immersed in and surrounded by high vibrational energy, how can our lives be anything but high vibration? The kicker is this. As a high vibrational being, when you are given a dream and asked to co-create it into reality, you can choose to be unstoppable. With the support of all the high vibrational energy available to you, you have become the dream made visible, the unstoppable co-creator of the dream wanting to be made visible. In January 2020, I described this state of being to my students as a type of Noah's Ark. When we vibrate at a high frequency, anything coming into our experience has to match it or else raise our vibration to spend any time with us. When we are vibrating at a high frequency, we can only receive bad news from a place of curiosity or gratitude for the lesson, the opportunity to change, or the new doors that will open. But then the pandemic hit. We looked at each other wide-eyed over Zoom with a collective holy shit. Without judgment, we observed how high vibration beings saw the potential in this change, while low vibration beings became fearful. We understood exactly why we were being given this process. The rains had begun and it was starting to flood. It was time to board the ark, so to speak. We want to invite you on board the ark too. In this space, you are protected from the tumultuous outside world by creating energetic conditions within and around you so that you can count on your safety, security, and your needs being met no matter what. One thing I know for sure is that life is an inside-out job. The out is being shaken up. So now we must go within to find the peace and confidence that will help us to live a happy and fulfilling life and become unstoppable. The language of sacred geometry. There is a field of energy around you that can be made visible by the language of sacred geometry. Instead of a huge wooden ship, your arc is energetic and geometric. For our journey to unstoppable, we will harness the energy of Metatron's cube. Metatron's cube has layers and layers of meaning, from its flower of life structure to its containment of each of the Platonic solid structures. Scientists love it. Mystics love it. I have come to understand that sacred geometry, specifically Metatron's cube, can offer each of us, right now, a map to help us understand our vibrational nature. Let's allow Metatron's cube to guide us into a meditation practice that will initiate us into a whole new way of thriving in this new world. The world illuminated by the news networks is only one version of reality, and you can shift your state of being through attention and intention to become your own unstoppable dream. My unstoppable dream is to inspire my human family to focus on transforming this culture of fear and scarcity into one of love and abundance. I declare my unstoppableness, trusting that the dreams I dream are being given to me. One word, one brushstroke at a time, I make the dream visible, and I become the dream made visible. It's a humbling experience and a mysterious journey filled with wonderment and magic. You are here now, magnetized to these words because you too are meant to be unstoppable. You want to be happy. You want to reconnect to optimism and hope. You want to live a purposeful life that lights you up and brings you deep joy. You want to be a force of inspiration and change. You have always been attracted to mystery, and you lean into what is possible. But you have been tested. Your faith has wavered, and yet you still sense that there is a shift happening. A matrix is unlocking that will reveal the field of pure potential you sense just on the outskirts of your imagination. You are ready to be the dream made visible. The journey to this dream come true is an inner one. We can no longer avoid the call to, as Gandhi so eloquently said, be the change you want to see in the world. Whatever we desire from out there has to come from within here to be born into this reality. We have created this world, and we can create a new one. Our logical thinking mind will automatically resist newness because it is unknown. Resistance will persist until this dominant way of thinking perceives unity. Sacred geometry provides this unity and a map we can follow to the new we desire. Meditation provides the vehicle within which we can journey into new ways of being. Together, sacred geometry and meditation create an alchemical experience from which we emerge transformed. This book is your roadmap to follow on a 30-day journey within, into the unexplored landscapes of your consciousness, from which you will emerge in complete alignment with the statement, I am the unstoppable dream. This map follows the trail laid out by the sacred geometric pattern known as Metatron's cube. The sites we will visit along the way in your inner realms are energetic. They will offer you an opportunity to move into a new state of being, a vibrational landscape from which you can feel safe, secure, and loved, no matter what is going on outside you. This journey is being guided by a consciousness that lies way outside the bounds of the physical expression, named Whitney Freya. I am the portal for this unstoppable dream that is your liberation from the overwhelm and worry that has become a modern epidemic. Each chapter in this book is encoded with frequencies that will activate wisdom already present within you. You already have everything you need. Let's go within to rediscover this truth so that you can manifest all your dreams come true with grace and ease. A bit of the backstory. In 1996, I opened an art center with no art training. I had never painted on a canvas when the doors opened. A year earlier, I had experienced a lightning bolt kind of aha. At that moment, I was given perfect clarity that art making and life making were intimately connected. As if I had known it all my life, I understood that we could learn to create what we wanted to experience on the canvas, thereby learning how to create what we wanted to experience in the art that is our life. It made perfect sense to me, even though I had never believed I could paint or draw. So I launched myself into the extraordinary process of opening an art center. I found a 1920s era bungalow in a rundown neighborhood in Nashville. This bungalow had become the quote-unquote bad house in the neighborhood, owned by someone who did not care for it, and it had been severely neglected. However, this area was slated for a significant urban renewal project, and I loved the idea of being a part of a fledgling community working together to create something new. The house renovation was like a DIY boot camp, and I often felt a bit lost and overwhelmed by what I was leaping into. Just when I would feel the most vulnerable, magical synchronicity would happen. Fritz, the carpenter, was one such gift. This eccentric old guy showed up on my doorstep, attracted by rumors of a renegade art center, and offered me all the colorful wood furniture he had in storage. His pieces complemented the sawhorse and plywood art tables perfectly. Through the journey from the bad house to the soft opening, I often describe the sensation of being carried along by something much bigger than me. It was like this idea that connecting art making to life making was a train on the move. I was being invited to hop on and steer it into existence or not. Despite my fears of not being a trained artist or an experienced business owner, I chose to trust my instincts and hang on for the ride. I mean, this made no sense. I did not know how to paint. I hadn't taken an art class since early high school. How could I open an art center? But I couldn't ignore the synchronicities and coincidences that were happening each day. I just knew I wanted to be on that train. From the very beginning of my career, when I was given my calling in life, I had to get out of my own way all the time. I had no training or qualifications, yet I felt this deep, deep knowing, like all the pieces of the puzzle had fallen together to guide me along a path that gave me the confidence to transcend the details and stay in alignment with the truth that was asking to be birthed through me. I became my own unstoppable dream. The unstoppable dream I received was the knowing that everyone is creative, that creativity can be developed, and that humans are meant to live life as art, not merely live it as a race or a never-ending to-do list. This unstoppable dream knocked on the door of my consciousness as if to ask, can I come in to this physical plane through you? Yes, I answered. This feeling never ended. It felt like I was channeling my entire career, my soul's work. Words just flowed through me as I taught. Instantly, I would understand painting and creation elements that were popping through the ethers from who knows where, and I was lit up. More than 2 decades later, if I'm honest, I'm still channeling my work. The golden thread is that the energy coming through me, which could easily appear as my passion, loves exploring all the ways we as humans can rise above our fear of living in today's tumultuous, often scary, fear-based world. This life offers us a chance to find happiness and peace and become the master of our reality. We release outdated stories and beliefs and instead embody more of our human potential as expressed through our infinite nature. This book conveys my most recent train of thought, teaching that whatever loving, benevolent energy exists out there wants us to learn so that we can create an environment to finally shift humanity's lens from fear to love. We are in an age of rapid change. In your life, you have experienced incredible technological advances. Now is the time to experience incredible advances in consciousness. Our own internal operating systems are ready for an upgrade. This book outlines a process that will change your life. It includes new teachings given to me to bring out onto the paper of this book, to use as a tool for this transformational age. As old systems break down and new ones are born, you will emerge from the rubble as a thriving, creative, high vibrational being whose every need is met and whose expression is authentic and filled with pure love. This level of vibrational awareness will bathe you in peace and a sense of safety from within, regardless of what is going on in the world. You will be illuminated to the truth of your creative power. So how do you stay optimistic and hopeful in these crazy times? You become unstoppable. This is the message I received from this time in my art journal. I do hope that you visit Amazon and pick up your copy in either the Kindle version or the paperback of 30 Days to Unstoppable, Be the Dream Made Visible. It will help you to trust your deepest desires and step by step to create a life that lights you up from the inside out. Let's look towards what we desire and always live life in full color. Thank you for sharing this space with me today and for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I look forward to sharing with you day 1 of 30 Days to Unstoppable, Be the Dream Made Visible.